Steel lifting the entire metal pack today in trade. Now, the market regulator, SEBI, has flagged various reforms that are in the pipeline, with instantaneous settlement in the stock market being one of them. New delisting norms are also set to be released soon by SEBI. And Yash Jain, my colleague, is joining in with all the details on what has been proposed by SEBI and what could be the impact on the market, Yash.
Well, Nisha, it was a completely out-of-course briefing which market regulator SEBI chairman Madhavi Puri Butch took with some media people, but very crucial insights coming into what is planned by SEBI in terms of reforms. I picked out some important points in terms of what market regulator sees as the next set of reforms. The first one, as you pointed out, would be instantaneous settlement. Remember, starting January this year, market regulators SEBI moved to T+1 settlement from T+2 earlier. That itself was quite revolutionary, the first in the world. And now what market regulator SEBI is planning to do is to have an intraday or instantaneous settlement when it comes to the cash equity segment. What essentially happens is that if you buy any particular stock, it gets settled on the same day itself. What this does, importantly, it saves the entire margin requirement as far as what is required right now to be kept with the broker. The second important point, also what you alluded to, was the delisting regulations. Market regulator SEBI has come across many instances of price manipulation in cases of delisting where companies are wanting to do that. Here, what SEBI is looking at is various reforms in which the price manipulation can be reduced to the least possible extent. One of the options which SEBI also spoke about is where entities suggest a fixed price and the delisting happens at that particular price. So that will be an important point. Also, SEBI is looking at bringing out new trading regulations for perpetual insiders. Now, these are people who always have some or the other insider information related to a particular entity. To make trading easier for these guys, where they do not violate any regulation from SEBI insider trading regulation, SEBI will come out with new regulations so that the trading for these perpetual insiders can be facilitated. The last one is standard disclosure. And one very important element here is market rumors. Anytime there is a particular rumor about any company, the companies will have to clarify their stand on that particular rumor. Also, now SEBI is essentially asked various industry bodies, company Nifty 50 CEOs to give their suggestions in which this can be done in the best way, where they can disclose their stand to the various large community of investors and have the disclosure norms in place.
That's right. Thanks so much, Yash, for giving us the entire account. What stands out for me is definitely the new delisting norms that could be very, very important for the shareholders and the companies which have in the recent past not managed to get the right consensus on the pricing, and therefore delisting has been difficult. Let's also hear out the SEBI chairperson, Madhavi Puri Butch, on the recent announcements that were made last evening.
So 3,500 crores of the interest value of funds which have been released into the system on account of the improvements that we have brought into the ecosystem through the use of technology. This is on an annual basis. One of the things that we think is not very far off is even instantaneous settlement on the stock exchange. We are currently working on that. We are engaged with the ecosystem, and we believe that in the not very far future, we will have a mechanism which will facilitate instantaneous settlement.
All right, those proposals will be watched out for very